guys, and good morning ulit, and welcome back for our last series for today. And this is game number 2 between OG and Quest Esports. So for our game number 1, nakabawi pa yung OG up against Quest. And tingnan natin this time kung the same will happen for this game. Parang laging ang lakas ng early ng Quest Esports, pero pagdating ng late game, parang doon sila lagi nagpo-fall off. And ganun din yung napansin ko dati nung Oredo Thunder pa sila. May time na nakalaban nila yung OG na sobrang na-shutdown talaga nila ng early yung OG. Pero pagdating ng late game, parang doon nahihirapan yung Quest Esports. Pero tingnan natin kung nakapag-reset na ba sila, and the OG will gonna have this same picks pa rin when we're gonna have another Venomancer off lane. And they will take the text this time. Meanwhile, Quest Esports is gonna be Magnus and Phoenix. So, kanina opening ng Quest Esports is 2 supports. Right now, we're seeing a core hero, which is Magnus. And, ganito talaga dapat lagi sa first 2 picks, no? Laging dapat meron isang flexible hero. So, Magnus, any lane, pwede siya. Pwedeng safe, pwede mid, pwedeng off lane. Depende sa magiging matchup. So, we already have this insane control from Quest. You have the RP, you have the egg, and wala pa tayong pambasag for OG. So, Snapfire is still open, pero si Snapfire kasi hindi ko na rin nakikita yung hero na yun. Pero might be needed for OG, or if not, they need the saving hero na kayang bumasag ng egg.
Come on, Radiant team.
So for Quest Esports with the third pick, they will go for Spirit Breaker. So ito yung mga ayaw ng Venomancer. Yung nalalapitan sila. So there, we had the charge, you had the dive from the Phoenix, and you had the skewer from Magnus. So this time, meron silang control over the Venomancer, but let's see kung ano bang gagamitin ng OG dito siguro to protect the Venomancer.
You pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Or actually, parang Venomancer Tekis na yata yung magiging lane for OG. Which is actually okay. They have slow on both heroes. They have slow, they have high magic damage. So, 1 minute left for OG. Ano bang bagay na hero? Kailangan siguro nila ng someone din na kayang pumigil ng charge. Kasi wala silang kahit anong stun, aside from the blast off. So, free pa right now yung Phoenix. Same goes for the Spirit Breaker.
Radiant team pick.
But OG with the third pick, they will go for Wind Ranger. So, another universal hero na naman yung makikita natin for OG. And yung Wind Ranger is actually flexible as well. Can be mid and can be safe lane, though yung OG pa lang naman yung nakikita kong team na gumagamit ng safe lane Wind Ranger.
10 seconds to pick your hero.
So at least we're gonna have that disabled from OG. You had the shackle shot to stop the dive. You can use it to stop the charge as well. So kaya naman yung ma-survive dito yung Spirit Breaker. And OG looking for the fourth pick this time. So Wind Ranger, wala naman talaga siyang attack speed. Attack speed niya mainly is nanggagaling dun sa focus fire. So it's not really an ideal hero to destroy the egg. So parang kailangan mo pa ng hero for OG to deal with this one. Pero looking for the fourth pick, maybe they can just get another support.
Pick them up.
So, ito na nga yung magiging answer ng OG up against the Phoenix, knowing na hindi enough yung Wind Ranger. They will go for the Snapfire on the fourth pick. So, Snapfire, not sure pause 4, pause 5, pero kahit sa naman siya ilagay na lane, I think it's okay. Puro range heroes yung OG.
There's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
So, di naman sila ganun ka mahihirapan sa leaning phase.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Well, even though you have the Snapfire for OG, parang okay lang din naman to. Sabihin natin naka-counter out niya yung egg for sure. Pero for the Phoenix, kahit naman wala kang egg, andun pa rin naman yung damage from the Fire Spirits, andun pa rin naman yung heal from the Sunray. So parang even without the ultimate usage, andun pa rin naman yung impact yung hero na to. And the Quest Esports will go for Void Spirit on the fourth pick. So we have this hero na nagbe-benefit sa Empower. So this might be off-lane Magnus. So, Universal up against Universal na naman yung mangyayari for this game. Kayo na kasi puro ban out yung Spirit
10
Heroes.
seconds to pick your hero, you moron.
So, we have another hero from
5
Quest
seconds,
Esports
Morty.
na
It'll be
tumatalon din.
fine.
So, apat na silang tumatalon. Apat na silang sumusugod. Ano bang pang catch mo from OG? Parang Blast of Shackles and Cookie lang. I mean, Cookie can be dodged out, same goes for the blast off. So parang yung shackle shot lang talaga yung pinaka-reliable for OG. So kailangan mo nga lang ng something na pagdidikitan ng shackles. So parang puro hindi sure yung disable na meron for OG. So for OG, we're just looking for their mid or safe lane
Oh,
hero.
dire team
Meanwhile,
ban.
Quest Esports, I think safe lane din yung hinahanap nila. Well, Viper will be banned out. Same
Ooh,
goes for
Radiant
Ember.
team ban.
Well, wala nang hero dito sa Mar. They already removed Pangolier, Timbersaw, and Mars. So, ayan na naman yung mga tumatatak na heroes talaga sa atin for Amar. But we still have Underlord.
You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left.
Ay, may Magnus nga pala, no?
You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
Yeah, medyo confusing pa yung heroes ng
dire
Quest
team
Esports. But they
ban.
will ban out the Anti-Mage and open pa pala yung Medusa. Okay, ngayon ko na napansin open yung Medusa. So, I think ayun yata ibaba ng Quest Esports.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero. Yeah, 5 seconds left now. Radiant team pick.
Yeah, so Medusa will be banned out. And for OG, tignan natin kung ano ba yung magiging last pick nila. Wala silang time pala. Ano sila reserve time. So, mid or safe lane na okay this game?
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
Okay, wala tayong oras for OG and their last pick is gonna be Morphling. So, Morphling this game, another Morphling na naman. Siguro the night pick lang din to for Quest Esports because it is one of the comfort heroes of the A2000. So, Morphling this game, we might need Vessel for Quest Esports. Meron naman tayong Vessel Carrier, Phoenix or Spirit Breaker,
Rick,
either
there's
of the
only
two.
10 seconds left to pick a hero. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
So, ang mga ayaw lang naman dito ng Morphling is yung healing reduction and maybe someone na nagbi-build up ng Diffusal Blade. So, meron pa ba tayong available na hero na ganun? Ursa is still open pero not good up against Venomancer. MK? Yeah, open din pala si MK. Pwede si MK. MK Naga. Yeah, open din pala yung Naga. Ang dami palang options dito for Quest Esports pero I think Naga yata yung the best. But they will go for Razor instead. And for Quest Esports, we're gonna have Magnus safe lane and nalabas na yung hero ni Amar. It's gonna be Razor. So, Razor is actually a good counter up against Morphling. Hindi natin makakopy ng Morphling yung static link, pero yung Razor kasi meron siyang extra skill, which is yung, hindi naman extra skill, pero meron siyang Eye of the Storm. So, parang hindi pa rin naman kaya makipaghigupan ng Morphling sa ganong klase matchup, but it's gonna be mid Morphling for OG and a safe lane Wind Ranger. Tama, di ba si Yoragi yung carry? Yeah, si Yoragi nga yung carry. So, safe lane Wind Ranger, tignan natin kung ano ba yung magiging build niya for this game. Usually kasi parang may mga times na nag-build up siya ng Diffusal Blade, pero for this game, parang di naman yata siya kailangan. I think Atos pa rin yata. So, I don't know about the Morphling mid. Ngayon ko na lang ulit makikita to. So, looking at this Raffle 5 range heroes for OG. So, I don't think na magkakaroon sila ng problema for the laning phase. So, ang problema nila dito is medyo tanky naman yung heroes ng Quest Esports. So, parang for the laning phase, parang tiisan lang for Quest Esports. But they have this hero na kaya mag-rotate agad-agad to get some kills. You have the Void Spirit, which is ayun yung wala for Morphling. And Morphling, Wind Ranger, they need a lot of time. Unlike the heroes of Quest Esports having that Void Spirit. So pag hindi nahirapan yung Void Spirit sa lane, pwede magkaroon tayo ng early advantage for them. Pero tignan natin. It all depends talaga sa laning phase. Okay.
Why aren't they doing
Вот так
anything?
вот. Да, у меня просто...
Relax, Morty.
Who wants cookies? Well, too bad.
I was told there'd be a mushroom cloud.
So smoke play for Quest Esports. They're just gonna set up some words. Hi, kay Jan Carla and Daya. Good morning din. Alas na ba? 5 a.m. na pala. Wala, puyatan moments talaga ulit pag Western Europe. Pero later, medyo chill naman tayo. Kasi yung cover kong series mamaya is for Eastern Europe. So, ano lang naman yun. Dalawang series lang naman mamaya, pero I don't think na i-cover ko yung first series. Sana umuulan pa ba dyan? Dito hindi na eh.
30 seconds until the game starts, Rick.
Di ba taga-antipolo ka?
Things ready, Morty.
Wala, hindi na umuulan dito sa QC.
Here we go, Rick. Battle's about to go.
So, looking at the bounty rin, plasma field will be used by Amar, pero wala naman tayo magiging first blood. So, bounty will still be taken by the Magnus. So, 2 for 2 trade-off lang naman ulit for the bounty. But anyway, bottom lane, we're gonna have Razor together with the Spirit Breaker. So, wala pa naman tayong static link for the Razor. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-scary talaga for the Wind Ranger. You have Windrun, you even have Cookie later on for the Snapfire. I think Plasma Field pa rin naman yung ma-max out dito ni Amar. Now, Dog Grenade will be used. They had to slow on to Amar, pero Amar is very lucky with that bash to stop Yuragi on his tracks. So, Amar is still safe for now, but is very low in terms of HP. Doesn't have any regen. And at the top lane, T2000 is also having a hard lane up against the Venomancer and Tech. His Venomous skill will be used onto the Phoenix and now wave onto Merlin. Meron ba tayong skewer? He does have the Seer, but he doesn't have the range. Di yata abutin yung techies kanina. So, ito yung tingin ko lane na may hirapan talaga for Quest Esports. Like, it's just Phoenix Force 5. Wala naman siyang any stunts para at least magkaroon tayo ng magandang skewer for the Magnus. Alright, so we're finally back to the game. 2 minutes in, wala pa rin naman time for stud. Looking at the middle lane, even pa rin naman nangyayari with the Morphling and Void Spirit matchup.
You're going nowhere.
So, medyo chill muna yung game natin. 3 minutes in, wala pa rin nangyayari. And looking at the last hit, okay, top lane, finally we have the skewer on to Merlin and deny. Na-deny pala muna ng T2000 si Kaori. So, Kaori will still get the first blood. Doon yung damage from the Fire Spirit. So, for the Magnus, mukhang kailangan yata niya ng early regen. Yeah, he's gonna go for Madness. Same lang naman yung build na gagawin niya for... I mean, just like what Watson did sa entity up against Thunder Esports, parang Madness din yung inuna niya for the team. Now, bottom lane, Cookie stun connects onto two heroes. Amar has his static link onto the Wind Ranger, so he doesn't have any damage. So, kahit mag-overextend siya sa lane, no problem. I waveform in from BZM, but we have this teammate from Noob, so he's gonna be fine. And that reside still on cooldown for 5 seconds. So, wala na siyang... Yeah, wala na naman yung bota niya, but I think we still have that bounty rune. So, andun pa rin naman yung sustain for Noob. Still gonna need some more. Pero at the bottom lane, Amar finds the kill onto Chu and Yuragi. Doesn't have the wind run in 2 seconds, but it's fine. Wala naman tayong any bash on the Spirit Breaker. So, sinunod na tayo for this game and looking at the last hits, well, nakapag-farm naman dito si Yuragi, same goes for BZM. So, medyo nalulugi lang naman ng onti lang naman, slight lang naman for Quest Esports. Now, at the top lane dive already used by Cloud, but we have the way to finish off Merlin. So, nagkaroon pa rin naman tayo ng XP for the Phoenix and now charge on to DM. They had the vision. Skiro will be there to slow him down and one more rag is all they need. But Shockwave will be up in 1 second. So, I think mamamatay din naman this tier 2000. So, we're gonna have double kill for these two heroes. Pero mas better pa rin yata yun for the Magnus since nauna naman tayong Venomancer. But at the middle lane, Merlin with the TP is just gonna feel the battle of BZM. Bottom lane, Plasma Field onto Yuragi. Has to stick charges, but that bash from Omar. Yuragi goes down and 2-5 na tayo at 7 minutes. So dito bumabawi yung Quest Esports. In terms of getting kills, dun sila malakas. Pero in terms of farming, hindi masyado. Medyo lugi yung mga hero nila sa ganun. Lagi na lang may pause sa game na itong OG tsaka Quest.
Oh, so we're finally back to the game and wala pa rin naman tayo nakikitang gold lead sa ngayon. Well, sabihin natin medyo nalugi sa lane talaga yung Magnus, but he does have the empower, so meron pa rin siyang way para makarecover. Ayun yung kinagandaan na itong hero na to. Meron siyang pang-clear ng creep wave agad-agad, which is yun yung wala sa heroes ng OG. But now charge will be used on to BCM. Has the waveform, but it's not gonna touch the charge. He's gonna be fine, and sobrang swerte rin na BCM na makakuha siya ng power rune. Yeah, I mean, for Yuragi, still gonna need this Maelstrom para at least meron siyang pang-farm. Okay, poison latency pa tawag dun. Never mind, Noxious Fake. Will be used onto the Phoenix, but he's gonna be fine. Charge on the tube, but Omar is way too slow with that venomous skill. Or tinamaan lang yata siya ng ultimate. But anyway, we had the cookie for the stun. Omar doesn't have the charge in 7 seconds. Just go for Ragus onto Merlin, but he doesn't have any batch. And another Gale is available for DM. Omar goes down, and Kauri, meron ba siyang dive? Doesn't have the dive in 8 seconds, and BZM with the waveform has the adaptive strike pero TA2000 will try to help him out. He's already level 6, and now they have the egg. BZM will try to take it down together with Chu. Egg goes down, BZM with the TP out, and Amar will just change target onto Chu. I mean, DM with the TP. Either then it won't connect for Noob. So 2 heroes dive for the side of OG. Ang ganda na sana nun for Quest Esports. Especially that RP to protect the egg, pero yun lang, Chu has a point on that little shredder. So I think 1 point lang yata yung kailangan para masira yung egg. Ilang hits ba to? Yep. 1 point nga lang yung kailangan niya talaga para masira yung level 1 egg. Okay, Amar gets caught with the shackle shot. He had the damage from Chu, but Amar still has the healing lotus. Stick charges will be there, pero Yuragi with the focus fire, wala na magagawa din si Amar. And looking at the network, leading dito si DM, followed by TA2000. So, sino bang medyo behind in terms of network? I think si Noob yata. Yup, hirap din talaga lumasit up against Morphling na merong high damage.
The circle of death.
Okay, now we have the Aether Remnant onto Noob, and as a step out na naman ng waveform is on cooldown for BZM, so Noob is gonna be fine, pero nice attempt pa rin for him. Tamuntik-muntik na dun si Noob, but at the bottom lane, Blast Off will be used onto Omar. He doesn't have any spells left. Yeah, everything is on cooldown, so killing sprint tayo for DM, and that's a good rotation for the Venomancer. So, nasa na ba si Yuragi? He's actually dead.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work. Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Now we have the 1k goal lead for OG, 7-8. Still, dikit pa rin naman yung laban.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, mukhang magdi-diffusal, yeah. BZM is gonna go for Diffusal Blade. Meanwhile, si Yuragi getting close on his Mega Storm, and for DM will build Pipe on his next item. So we're gonna have this 3-man smoke lane. Tignan natin kung sino ba mahuhuli dito ng OG, because the same goes for Quest Esports, where the 2000 will be spotted out. We have the shackle shot for the stun. Cookie connects, and the focus fire will be used by the 2000 with the RP. Yuragi gets caught. They have the Sticky Bomb, and he goes down. Chew with the 3 more skins on the 3 heroes. Omar very low on HP, but the 8000 still fine for now. BZM with that replicate onto the Magnus. Has the skewer waveform in. The heroes dead for the side of Quest Esports, but Chew goes down on the backlines. Elgato will just go for the TP out. There's no stuns left for OG, but still huge kills pa rin naman for OG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And grabe yung nagagawa ng mid-morphing for this game. Kasi nung kopyahin niya eh. Meron siyang pang in and out. So di ba ganun yung thought ng heroes ng Quest Esports? Lahat sila tumatalon. But the same goes for the morphling. Kasi nung kopyahin niya meron dive, skewer. In case na kailangan niya mag-out, he can just use his waveform. So do a go lead for OG and now charge onto BCM, but can they take him down? We have the waveforms, not gonna dodge a charge. Bash will be there, and now Amar with the chase. Plasma field to slow down BCM and TP out. Is it gonna be enough? Yep, wala tayong bash from Omar. Wala, malas lang. 17% didn't work for the Barat room.
Double damage.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Arrows at the sun is like something an imbecile would do.
Well, Yuragi's gonna get that solo kill onto Kaori. I think gumamit yata siya, yeah. Kailangan talaga ng focus fire who wants to take some kills. So still, a two-way goal lead for OG, and they had the smoke. Omar will be spotted out. They had the sticky bomb to slow him down. Look at that charge. Walang movement speed si Omar. And with that another strike, there goes the cancel, and BZM takes the kill onto the Spirit Breaker. So 2 supports dead for Quest Esports, and back to farming lang naman ulit for OG. So, habang nagpa-farm sila, wait lang guys, wiwi lang ako saglit.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower.
Medyo malamig yung panahon.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack. Looks like Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Huh, Dire's middle tower, it's gone.
Bounty.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh, Lordy, uh-oh. You better hold on to your hat, because now it's the mega kill. Under attack.
Yun lang, sakto na nagbibiyaw na meron team fight, and right now it's just a 1-for-1 trade of Pero Omar with the chase onto Merlin. Gonna get another kill, and Yuragi doesn't have the focus fire in 15 seconds, but they might still try Amar, but Cookie will miss. Have the slow onto DM, but you don't have any spells left for OG. So that's it for the team fight. Di ko alam kung ano yung nangyari. Sayang, nagwiwi ako.
Didn't you see me waving? I drink your milkshake. You're washed up.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And so OG will just settle for this tier 1 top tower.
Tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Quest Esports, I think magta-try din yata sila pumasag. And they're gonna go for this bottom tower, but Yuragi is here to defend. He's surrounded. Actually, he's playing with Merlin. But the 2000 doesn't have anything, doesn't have the Blink Dagger yet. So mukhang wala pa rin naman sila makukuha ang tier 1 tower unless Noob will help them out. Well, they had the vision onto Merlin. Thunder will be there as well as the Shockwave, and I think one Assault Step, but they want a bigger kill. They want Yuragi, and now Proximity Mines will be dropped. Omar with the Nether Strike, another Assault Step will hit Yuragi, and they have the damage from Kaori, and 2 Widows dead. BZM with the TP. Gets a trade off onto Omar, but Kaori will just TP out. Assault Step will connect onto BZM. 10 seconds for... 8 or time then. But 10 seconds for the Assault Step, and he's just gonna use his Dissimulate. There's no way na habulin pa siya dito ng OG, so Noob will be fine, and that's another huge kill for Quest Esports. So even out naman nila yung net worth lead. 14-14, sobrang dikit ng laban.
My waters rise.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Now RP will be used onto DM. They had the Blink Dagger onto TA2000, and they had the burst. Wala nang galawan for DM. Another pick off for Quest Esports. And this time, TA2000 will try to farm his BKB. Ay, pause na naman. Pero we're finally back to the game. Last up stun for Amar. We had a shackle shot for the follow-up, but BKB is finally up for Amar. We're gonna drop the Mortimer's kisses as he's gonna fall now. Omar with the charge onto Yuragi. Nope, he doesn't have any HP. Wala na siyang kahit ano.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So, sobrang dikit pa rin naman ang laban, but right now, Magnus is currently leading in terms of net worth, so he still needs his BKB. Sobrang annoying ng mga slow na meron dito yung OG. Meanwhile, Noob already has his Echo Saber going for Desolator on his next item. And for Amar, BKB going for Halberd on his next item. Meanwhile, for OG, Glimmer is finally available for the Wind Ranger. And for BZM, hindi na siya nag-refusal blade. He went for Pike and Yasha instead. For DM, they already have Pipe. So, ito siguro yung medyo lacking for Quest Esports since they have Amar on the offlane. Ito na nga ba yung napapansin ko. Hindi talaga siya nagbi-build up ng aura items. Well, understandable kasi yung mga hero na ginagamit niya is hindi naman talaga nagbi-build ng ganun. So, wala talagang bibili ng ganong klaseng items siya. Going for straight Hex yung Phoenix, and for the Spirit Breakers, just trying to farm his Shadow Blade. Well, Tormentor, Laner Pocket. Well, saan nyo matatarget yung spell? Well, okay lang naman since puro target spell naman yung meron yung OG.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Let me tell you that, Roshan, you just delivered a bunch of goodies to the Radiant. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Gee, Radiant's middle tower just got wrecked.
No! You were placed on my path for this reason.
Shackle Shot will miss for Yuragi and doesn't have any mana. So right now it's trying to farm his Lincoln Spear.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Well,
attack.
Lincoln Spear, yes, to avoid the charge. Shiny static link siguro from the Razor. Hi kay Jan Fabian, good morning.
Arcane charm.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
No Shackle Shots onto Kaori. We had the charge on Yuragi. And now it doesn't have any mana, but Glipnir is there. They had the control onto Noob 38,2000 with the blink. Has the skewer slow and the RP onto 2. Plasma Field will be there to finish off Yuragi, and that's a double kill for 38,2000.
He's dominating, Rick.
I don't know why nag-stick around dun yung OG, knowing na walang mana dun si Yuragi. He doesn't even have the Aegis na kay BZM yun. So 3k gold lead for Quest Esports now. They don't have RP. Mukhang magpa-farm din muna sila. Meron din naman Aegis yung Morphling. So I think it would be better kung i-wait out na lang nila na mag-expire.
Whee!
So Power Shot will provide some vision onto Kaori, and yung Gripnir will be there to cancel the TP, and now Focus Fire Shot won't connect. Kaori will try to go for the Sunday out. Power Shot will miss, but we still have that right click from Yuragi. And we still had the smoke for OG, still trying to look for more. Well, natin naman nilang dissimulate dito ni Noob. But without the Focus Fire, I don't think we have enough damage for OG to take him
Dire's
down.
top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower is completely gone. Dire's
So
top
tier 2
is
tower
under
will be
attack.
taken by BZM, still
No
has
problem
stages
with
for
Dire's
1
top
minute and 30
tower
seconds, so
itself.
there's nothing to be afraid of. And
Radiant's
OG with
middle
another
tower is
smoke at the
under
bottom
attack.
lane. They might spot out Armor, but he already has the Shadow Blade Blast off will miss, but they had the dust, they had the detection, and now Amar is finally here to join the fight. Eye of the Storm will be still has his BKB, and now Merlin goes for the jump. BKB will be popped finally by Amar, but the BZM with the waveform in. Static Link will be there to reduce his damage. Pero Amar is just gonna play it safe. Meron pa rin kasing
Dire's
Aegis
top
dito
tower
yung
is under
more.
attack.
So yeah, mas better if you wait out na lang nila yung 1 minute. And Noob will burst down Merlin, charge onto BCM. AG is still up for 30 seconds. Yeah, so hahayaan lang nila ulit dito si BCM. Back onto the high ground, they had the Fire Spirits, and BCM just trying to provide some vision. But now he needs to play it safe. Malapit na mag-expire yung Aegis.
I'd say you got the best.
Yeah, so Yuragi with another kill. Getting close on that Ice Caddy for BCM. So kay Yuragi is trying to farm his Aghanim Scepter, and for DM after pipe,
Bounty.
he's gonna get that halberd. Misplay ni MC. Wala, nasa Division 2 na kasi sila eh. So for Noob, still thinking if he's gonna go for Hex or BKB muna. Pero I think mas better yata if magbi-BKB muna siya since si Kaori siya naman yung nagtatry mag-farm ng Hex. And onting gold na lang. Magkano ba to? 2.8? So 50 gold na lang for that Hex.
My
Wala ko yung Hex for the control pero he needs to be careful. Ang daming pang catch dito for OG.
Mine.
harm unseen.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So, a 4-man smoke play for Quest Esports, and let's see, we have OG, they have some wards, just trying to provide some vision. They had the proximity mines, and actually, may shot of the CTA 2000, and now they catch Merlin, has the use Scepter to defend himself, but Sunny will be there as well as the Aether Remnant, but they're just playing it safe for now. K2000 is waiting for the right moment to go for that RP. Pero ang hirap kasi talagang pumwesto pag ang daming plague wards. So, mukhang maghihintay yata tayo ng another Roshan for this game. So, still have the lead for Quest Esports, pero Roshan will be up in, okay, 15 seconds. Night time, so it will respawn in top lane. I don't know if meron mo sisilip dito for OG. Pero malapit na rin naman mag-daytime, so lilipat na rin yun sa Radiant side. Now charge onto BZM. They have the Hex, but can they burst him down? Maybe with another stun and with the Astral Step. BZM goes down and mukhang na-shook. Na-shook ngayon, no? Yeah, nabigla din siya siguro sa Hex ng Phoenix. First item ba naman?
Man, you might as well save that energy because Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, Quest Esports will take this tier 2 tower. Roshan is actually naghihintay na dun si Yuragi, but he's gonna use the twin gates. Back to the top lane. Sisilipin lang ba niya yung rush? Or no? Magko-farm lang yata siya sa top lane. A 5-man smoke play for Quest Esports. Roshan is finally up. And tignan natin sino ba talaga makakuha rather. OG, they are in a good position. They have a lot of ward and proximity mines. Gipner will catch 2 heroes and Shackle Shot won't be used by Yuragi yet. And they're just trying to get some information about the positioning of Quest. Well, I think Noob has to start the team fight. He already has his BKB. Actually, wala siyang BKB. He went for the Ice Caddy, pero more cases will be used by Chu. Not gonna hit anyone. Nice Caddy pala dito si Noob. Okay, good counter up against Morph. Pero kakailangan niya talaga ng BKB this game later on. Twin Gates, totoo ba? Para lang mag-farm sa top lane si BZM. Ay, understandable. Wala pa naman pumapasok sa rush pit. I mean, kahit di naman mag-stay yung OG, they still have a lot of vision. Later, do connects on to Merlin. Now the jump from Noob. Merlin has a defensive blue scepter, but now Shackle Shots connect onto Omar instead, but he has the buyback. Noob way too slow, has later remnant onto DM, and as a step out na naman yung kanyang gagawin. Wala na yata tayong astral step yet. Still on cooldown, so kailangan mo na mag-reset dito kahit paano ng quest. Pero Noob goes in again, dodges out the Shackle Shot, but they don't have enough time to take down Shu. Still have the defensive glimmer, pero TA2000 still waiting for that moment, and now he catches DM. They had the skewer. DM is getting isolated. They had the Rex onto him. Albert will be used onto TA2000, but DM still goes down. But on the other side, Omar goes down. It's gonna be a dieback for the Spirit Breaker, pero BZM with that long range right clicks with that pike. Omar finally pops his BKB. It doesn't have any HP now. RP connects onto two heroes. TA2000 with the right clicks. DM is falling low, dieback for the Venomancer, and now Egg will be dropped, Hex onto BZM, but he can still commit his weak form out, and with heroes down for Quest, it's time for the Magnus to run away, but they had the Gleipnir, he doesn't have any man to go for another skewer, and 4 heroes dead for Quest Esports. No, we just go for the TP out. Another strike, hello? Wala siyang vision on the low ground, so Noob will survive, but at least for OG, makukuha naman nila yung Roshan. Ayun yung kinagandahan nun. So, dieback dun si DM and si Omar, pero worth it pa rin naman. Laking gold na nakuha dun ng OG. And with the Roshan, they will even get the cheese. So AJ is on to BZM again, and yung cheese, it will be given to DM. Paano magkaroon ng maraming energy? Wala na. Ubus na, boss. Yep, so down to 1k gold lead for Quest Esports, and we still have the Aegis for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Sobrang tayo pang time for OG, and now they're trying to take this Tormentor, and Shard Upgrade will be given to Merlin. So, ano ba yung Shard Upgrade na ito? Reactive Taste sa kakampi yata? Yep. So, Noob goes in with the Astral Step, and the Dissimulate out na naman. T2000 has the Silver Edge catch. I mean, it's gonna be spotted out with the Gleipnir. Mortimer's kisses will be dropped, and with the Blast Off follow-up, TA2000 will be bursted down. Doesn't have the time to pop his BKB Bera. Noob with another Astral Step is not gonna hit anyone, and Merlin will just use his shell. Will just use his Dual Scepter, and it's time for Quest Esports to retreat from this team fight. So, meron ba tayong TP? Yeah, meron naman TP si Omar. So, it's just the Magnus dead. Pero grabe rin kasi yung Gleipnir, no? Even though you don't have any detection, pag tinamaan ka dun, kakaroon sila ng vision bigla. Ang bad positioning lang naman for the Magnus. Will Chu? Bigla na lang mawawala yung Snapper, and now they had a charge on the BZM as well. So Nether Strike still has Age, but on the backlines, Yuragi the Fall is fire on the Kaori, but we have the Halberd for the control. Kaori is still fine for now. Still has the egg, pero Magnus is still dead for 10 seconds. BKB will be popped finally by Amar, still trying to chase down Yuragi, but can they take him down? Plasma field will be there, and yung damage still not enough. And on the other side, DM gets caught. They have the Hex and they have the charge. Zero's dead for the side of OG.
Why did you make an enemy?
So even though we have the Aegis
have
on
no
BZM,
reason
wala
to
rin tayong
notice
Magnus for Quest Esports, they still managed to win that team fight. We no need to commit the egg as well. Parang masyado rin nag-spread out dun yung OG. So mukhang makakabasag yata ng mid tower. Though medyo and actually hindi pala mabagal. We have Desolator on the noob.
Radiant just fortified their structures. You know what I'm talking about? Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, Hex onto BZM. Noob, he's still fine for now but it's very low in terms of HP. Hindi nila pwede itong pilit yung mid, but now RP connects onto 2. Right, this will be their egg, will be dropped. BCM goes down finally, and Yuragi is trying to run away. He doesn't have any BKB or whatsoever, and instead, no buyback for 90 seconds, but we still have BZM pa rin naman and DM for OG, and we don't have any HP left for Quest Esports, so hindi pa rin naman sila magtutuloy for this high ground push.
Tower is under attack.
I blast up at the bottom lane. They had your scepter onto Omar. Doesn't have any mana. And with the slow, can't go for the charge out. Good morning kay Jason Sabroso. Hello sa mga gising pa dyan.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, Harpoon into that skewer onto BCM. On this dirty tower still has the Manta, but we had the Aether Rend for the control, and BCM still has the Cheese Waveform out and TP out. Wala tayong stuns left for Quest Esports, so BCM is gonna be fine, but they managed to find Merlin, and nope. Never mind, TP out lang yung gagawin ng 3 heroes dito for OG.
Those little rascals are hitting Dire's bottom tower.
So back to farming lang ulit. We're just waiting out this third. Tama ba? Third Roshan na? Yeah, may cheese na pala kayo. So third Roshan yung hinihintay natin for this game. We're not yet sure kung anong oras mabubuhay yung rush. We still had that 5k gold lead for Quest Esports.
Bounty!
So 5-man smoke play for Quest Esports and tingnan natin Roshan timing. 3, 2, 1. Tagal naman mag-1. Hi, Roshan will be up in 1 minute, so it's daytime. We had the proximity mines. Mukhang hindi naman yata sasabog niya. So we don't have any information for OG. But finally, tingin ko naririnig naman yata yun pag may pumuputok na proximity mines. So I think OG, they have the idea about the positioning of Quest Esports.
Oh boy, Tiger's bottom tower's getting hit.
So, smoke play din naman yung gagawin dito ng OG and tingnan natin. Wala na tayong smoke for Quest Esports pero Omar is in a good position to break the smoke. He even has a Shadow Blade. They have the Observer Wards pero DM with the gem. They have the Harpoon Skewer play. Charge will be there and the Hex. Well, still have that Noxious Plague pero buyback will be used by DM Merlin. With the with the Yule Scepter onto himself, Amar's trying to chase down BZM, but on the other side, the A2000 is getting control. We have the Focus Fire damage, and instead, buyback will be used by the Magnus, and now the Egg. Yuragi goes down as well. Has the buyback, pero yung stun ng Egg, I don't think naabutan dito si BZM. Does have the charge and weak form to get out, pero for Quest Esports, they need to find more since nag-buyback na sila, pero buyback will be used by Yuragi, and now charge onto Amar. Still has the BKB na RP connects onto two heroes, but where's the damage? Asan yung Void? Well, I can't seem to find the Void, and the A2000 goes down. That's a dieback for the Magnus, and it's just noob left for Quest Esports. And ang ganda sana ng RP na yun. But I don't know nasan yung Void Spirit. Sa kanya sana manggagaling yung damage. So, Motriros din naman yung nag-buyback for OG, pero mas worth pa rin yun for them since they're gonna get this Roshan. Aegis might be given to Yuragi since siya yung nag-buyback kanina. Or no, okay, kay BZM pa rin yung Aegis and pati yung Aghanim's Blessing. Yeah, sa kanya na rin mapupunta. So, we're suddenly up by 1k for OG. This is not looking good for Quest Esports. You don't have the buyback on the Magnus.
Regeneration.
Those little rascals are hitting Dyer's bottom tower. What's the matter with you? Dyer's bottom tower's destroyed. Oh, geez, Mori, they're going
Focus fire on this 30 tower, 50 seconds without the Magnus. We'll still have noob for Quest Esports.
Whoa, Dyer's bottom tower's under attack. What's the matter with you? Dyer's bottom tower's destroyed. Looks like Dyer's structures are fortified.
Another fortification. Noob has a shield rune. They might try to contest this. To defend this rather. But now Gleipnir onto Kauri. Just use the dive out. And first set of racks taken for OG. Meron pa rin tayong tutor sa middle lane. So they're happy with that one set of racks. Age is still up for 4 minutes. So marami pa rin tayong time for OG to play around.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hi kay Kel dyan. Sorry, ngayon ko lang napansin yung comment mo. Hello. Good morning sa inyo lahat. Guys, tingin ko malapit na magising yung mga tao. Kasi 6 AM na din. So, kayo napunta yung shard upgrade, hayaan mo na. Doesn't matter, it's already 46 minutes. Anong gamot sa Almoranas? Hindi ko alam eh. Wala akong idea.
Well, AJ is still up for 2 minutes.
Vanished, but not gone.
Pitigil mo lang pabalik. Grabe ba?
Whee!
So Asel step in for Noob, has the either run onto Yuragi, but can they burst him? They have the Hex and he goes down. No buyback for Yuragi, so that's huge for Quest Esports. Mukhang di niya yata yung na-expect yung damage yun. Nag-critical din yata si Noob, na biglang nawala yung buhay ni Yuragi. Is dead for 125 seconds. Sayang yung Aegis for OG. Instead na sila sana yung nakapag-high ground. Wala, they need to wait out Yuragi. Masakit na lang, hindi ko alam. Google mo na lang siguro. Hi kay Jason from South Cotabato. Good morning. Anyway, Omar with the BKB goes for Chu, and that's been godlike streak for Noob. Been godlike na pala siya, pero hindi natin masyadong ramdam.
Wonderful dragon toe.
Hindi lang talaga siya namamatay since wala tayong panghuli for OG.
My waters rise.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So smoke play for Quest Esports and Luke, since they're gonna go for that high ground push. Yuragi is still dead for 45 seconds. So medyo mabagal lang yung pag-push.
Oh, Radiant's middle
Well, Noob is
tower
finally here to go for that right click. They had the Desolator for that minus armor.
Because Radiant just fortified their structures. Oh, Radiant's middle tower.
And now TA 2000 goes in, but that's the blink of death and is dead for 100 seconds. Now Omar has here is BKB and TP out. Wala naman tayong pang cancel. Yep, wala tayong pang cancel for OG, pero nagkaroon tayo ng throw for Quest Esports. Anong English ng Almoranas? I don't know. Ang dagal ng team fight, yeah, sa totoo lang. Another pause? Nahuli si Yuragi sa top, pero this time nahuli yung Magnus sa middle lane. Parang ayun na sana yung moment ng Quest Esports para at least makabasag sila ng racks. Para at least ma-equalize nila yung nakuha dito ng OG. Wala, so chill lang muna tayo ulit.
I drink your milkshake.
OG ako dyan, ma'am. Tignan natin. Yeah, right now they have the lead. Sobrang yaman nga ni BZM for this game. Yeah, 6 slotted na siya. Going for Silver Edge on his next item. Punong-puno na dito yung Morphling. Or BZM will be spotted at the middle lane. They have the heads, nether strike, and they have the burst. BZM goes down and Merlin might be next has the Augur seal, but the chase is still on for Quest Esports and magti-TP out on naman dito si DM. So, without Magnus, nanalo na naman dito yung Quest Esports. Parang sa ganun yata sila nanalo no? Pag wala yung Magnus. Championship na ba to, ma'am? Hindi pa. Ano lang to, qualifiers for the next major. Eh, but yun lang si Noob. Nahulog with the chacal shot and they had the more cases and instead, Beyond Color Streak will be taken by Yuragi and that's a lot of gold and now buyback from BZM. Chacal shot connects onto two heroes and Omar who just go for the TP out. Cookie not gonna do anything. Wala tayong pang cancel ng BKB TP and the same goes for the Phoenix. We didn't have enough range for BZM to go for that attacking strike. So another buyback used for OGs, so we need to wait out Roshan siguro. Or maybe they can try to force out this buyback onto Noob.
Go for me.
Anong Philippines team nakapasok? Wala pa. Wala pa, nasa week 1 pa lang tayo ng DPC. Ilang linggo ba to? 3 weeks yata yung DPC eh. So yan, matagal pa bago natin ma-determine kung sino makakapasok for the major. Okay, so Roshan for OG, very needed for BZM. Kailangan talaga nila ng AG since nag-buyback siya kanina. So another Roshan for OG. West Esports will go for the smoke play, pero Roshan is already over. Aghanim Blessing, sino pa bang may kailangan yan? Kay Chu, kay Merlin, kahit kanino. Yeah, but I think kay Chu na lang yata kasi si Merlin meron siyang Aghanim Scepter. So Chu will take that Aghanim Blessing. One way to save someone.
Twice the measure of power.
No blast off will connect, pero Omar goes down, has the buyback, and the A2000 go for the ranks onto BZM, but he's kind of tanky. He has to wait for him to get up, but he needs to get out of the range of the egg, and Yuragi is gonna fall, but he has the buyback now. The Steeler will be there to catch BZM. We have the slow onto him, but charge will be used for BZM. Wait for him out, but we have the counter charge from Omar. BZM goes down, but he still has the second life with the Aegis, and now Yuragi is finally back to join the team fight. Had the focus fire onto Omar and he's dead, and this time Noob is gonna be the target. They had the more skis. Cheese will be used by Yuragi and he's back to full HP. Noob will just go for a TP out, but we had the cancel, we had the cookie stun from Chu, and that's a double kill for the Snapfire. So, ilang buybacks yung ginamit nila dun for this team fight? Well, tatlong buyback for OG, and just one buyback for Quest Esports, so okay pa rin naman yun for them. Mas malaking gold pa rin yung nakuha nila, and actually yung OG yung kailangan mag-ingat. Walang buyback yung mga heroes nila, but they need to force out some buybacks.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work. Oh boy, Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. Gone. Dire's middle tower.
Tumako naman tayo ng another set of racks for OG. Still no buyback commitments for Quest Esports. I don't know if they have any plans. Siguro pag nagkaroon tayo ng magandang setup for TA2000. Pero yun nga lang, mukhang hindi na yata magpupulol dito yung OG. Malapit na mabuhay si Amar and so does Noob. So they will just get back. Wait out siguro yung buybacks nila. Abangan ko po yan. Sa Friday na ulit yung DPC Southeast Asia. MWF kasi yun. Si Paulo yung nagko-cover. But anyway, Noob gets caught. We have the RP from TA2000. But buyback will be used by Noob. And now Egg onto the high ground. Another RP will be used by TA2000. Yung Ragi goes down. No one is there to hit the Egg. Sobrang daming hits nung kailangan. It's not enough for the little shredder. And now BZM gets caught with a Hex. Another Egg will be used by Kauri, and it's time for BZM to run away. 4-step out, Aether Remnant will be there for the cancel. Hindi aabot yung BKB TP out. Here to BZM, he goes down. No buybacks for the side of OG. And with these 3 euros dead, walang mamamatay for Quest Esports. Buyback will be up in 2 minutes. So, sobrang tagal pa ng buybacks dito for OG. So, pwedeng makakuha tayo ng Mega Clips. Or if not, pwedeng dumiretso dito yung Quest Esports. Well, Noob managed to find DM. They had the Aether Remnant for the control. For staff onto the high ground. Asal step will be there. Pero hindi pa rin naman nabot si DM. But the chase still on. They had the charge, so they had the vision. DM getting controlled. Still has that buyback.
Radiant's middle barracks are getting rummaged over.
Yeah, DM has the buyback. He's gonna go for it. Pero Quest Esports, he doesn't even care about the Mega Clips. Just go for the tier 4 tower. Fortification is up for OG. And now fortification will be used 30 seconds pa rin yung kailangan nilang hintayin dito. And let's see kung paano i-defend ni Chu without his Mortimer's Kisses. Yeah, 20 seconds still on good. And now Hex will be there on the Chu. Pero wala namang tatalon for Quest. Don't even care. They will just go for these Ancients. Now they had the pull onto Chu. BKB will be popped and Amar with the right clicks. And looks like they're just gonna go for the Ancients. And GG has been called. Quest Esports will force out the game number 3 up against OG. And what a comeback then for Quest. Kanina na-comeback ng OG yung game 1 up against Quest. Pero this time sa game number 2, sobrang back and forth yung nangyaring team fights. Parang nagkaroon lang tayo ng throw after. Hindi naman siya throw after throw. Pero parang back and forth lang yung naging game. Mahuhuli si Uragi and on the other hand, mahuhuli naman si TA2000. And parang ganun lang yung nangyari ng paulit-ulit. Pero umabot na tayo sa point na wala na tayong way for OG to counter out that Phoenix. Tingin ko hindi na nagpanalo ng team fight for Quest Esports. Since they had the refresher on the Phoenix, hindi na enough yung isang little shredder to take down the egg. So, grabe yung control na meron yung quiz, yung Quest Esports, and masyado nag-spread out yung OG sa team fights pagka ganun yung nangyayari. So, di sila nagkaroon ng magandang footing for the incoming team fight. So, dun medyo lumamang yung Quest Esports, and that's it for our game number 2. Magkakaroon ng tayo ng short break. 5 to 10 minutes lang, and magbabalik tayo for our last game.